Good morning. This is Mike Houston with your Friday morning weather hazard briefing for Southeast Idaho. Looking at the key points during this forecast period, we are expecting numerous showers and scattered thunderstorms across the region today and Saturday under monsoon flow. We may see locally breezy conditions in the Salmon Breaks area this afternoon. Drier conditions follow with soaring temperatures Monday and Tuesday as a high-pressure ridge surges north through the region. And then we see a monsoon flow with scattered showers and thunderstorms returning to the area by midweek and continuing into the latter half of the week next week. Looking at our weather risk matrix, I only have one area of concern today, and it's minor with locally breezy conditions up in the Salmon Breaks. Otherwise, you see widespread showers and thunderstorms across the region here today and Saturday, which most of that will be wet in nature. We'll catch a break on Sunday, and then on Monday and Tuesday, things begin to turn hotter once again. Looking at the weather charts, we see the storm track for today. Low pressure trough here up along the Canadian border, which will bring those breezy conditions to the Salmon Breaks area. And then if you move further south, we have a high pressure ridge just off to the east of the Four Corners region. That's bringing some subtropical moisture northward through the Great Basin into southeast Idaho. Here's a depiction of what the models are expecting today with the shower activity. You can see the bulk of it remaining across the Snake River Plain and southeast highlands for the most part. May see a smattering of activity up here into the central mountains, but that region seems to be mostly dry. These cells down to the south should be fairly wet. The Weather Prediction Center has an excessive rainfall outlook for a good portion of the Snake River Plain and slight risk of some heavier stuff here along the Utah border. Looking at the high temperatures today, due to the cloud cover, we should be fairly cooler with readings generally in the lower 80s here in the Snake River Plain and upper 70s to mid 80s in the Central Mountains and squarely in the 70s here across the southeast highlands. We jump over here to the right and look at the minimum relative humidity for today. You can see the southeast highlands and good portion of the southern part of the Snake River Plain. We'll have a hard time breaking the 50% level this afternoon. The gradient's pretty tight. You work north into the Central Mountains here, and we get up into the Salmon Breaks. We get 15 to 20% readings this afternoon where things are a little drier. As I mentioned, with the trough to the north along the Canadian border, we may see some wind gusts here across the Lemhi country, the Salmon Breaks. Not quite strong enough to trigger a red flag, but generally in that 20 to 25 mile per hour range. We advance the weather charts to Saturday, and we see that low pressure trough that was along the Canadian border beginning to dig a little further south and east. As a result, we'll see scattered showers and thunderstorms entering the Central Mountains fairly early in the morning and then spreading south and east through the forecast area during the day on Saturday. Here's a depiction of what the model believes is going to happen. You can see I started the loop here fairly early in the morning at 3 a.m. So you see some showers working through the Central Mountains fairly early in the forecast period and then ginning up here across the Snake River Plain and southeast highlands as we work into the afternoon hours. Once again, the Weather Prediction Center expects things to be fairly wet here across the east with an excessive rain outlook across that region. Looking at high temperatures for Saturday, generally remaining in the 80s here in the Snake River Plain and upper 70s to lower 80s in the Central Mountains, and having a hard time breaking the 80-degree mark here across the southeast highlands where things are going to be pretty moist down there. Similar situation with the minimum relative humidity forecast for Saturday. Still having a hard time breaking the 50% mark here across the southeast highlands, but the gradient is fairly sharp as we work our way up into the Central Mountains and Salmon Breaks. We'll probably see minimum humidities in the 20 to 25% range. Okay, advancing to Sunday, that low pressure trough now working through the Wyoming border, and we're beginning to see a drier northwest flow filtering into the Central Mountains at least through the day for drier conditions across the region. You also see a low pressure system off the Northern California coast. This system will help to pump up the ridge across the region here on Monday and Tuesday, where we expect temperatures to begin to soar once again into the 90s here in the Snake River Plain, and mid-80s to mid-90s in the Central Mountains, and 90-degree readings here across the Southeast Highlands. With the warming temperatures, we'll also see minimum daytime humidities begin to plummet once again, looking at readings in the teens here across the Snake River Plain, and teens to lower 20s in the Central Mountains and Southeast Highlands. That pattern breaks down by about Wednesday. We'll start to see the monsoon flow again coming up out of the south and surging north into southern Idaho for another period of showers and thunderstorms across the region here Wednesday through Friday. That's all I had for you. And in summary, we do expect numerous showers and scattered thunderstorms today and Saturday under that monsoon flow, with locally breezy conditions in the Salmon Breaks this afternoon. Drier conditions with soaring temperatures follow Monday and Tuesday under a high-pressure ridge which is working north through the region. That ridge breaks down with monsoon flow setting up again starting Wednesday, with scattered showers and thunderstorms continuing through Friday. That's all I had. If you had any comments, questions, or concerns, go ahead and reach out to us on the number on the screen, or through any other of the avenues that we have, Facebook or Twitter, as you see fit. Have a good day.